Hi, welcome back, it's Susan. Jumping straight into this card. I've already done a few of my elements and cut this die. The stamp set I've used is a Gina K Playful Penguins stamp set, and this die, which I've cut out, is a Tim Holtz die set called Scribbles and Splats. Now I've a fancy for using a stencil with my homemade texture paste. I will put the recipe of this texture paste in the description if you need to use it. Now I'm going to squirt a few drops of water into my paste just to loosen it a little bit, because it has been made up a long time, so it is something that you can do and not have to throw away straight away. I've had it quite a while in that pot. It's airtight and it's water based, so you can just refresh it with a few squirts of water. You could even colour it if you wanted to. So I'm going through with that paste on that stencil all the way across the front. And this paste, it doesn't take very long to dry either. So always put your stencil, if you can't clean it straight away, put it in some water just to keep it soft. You don't want to ruin your stencil and your tools. Now I've got some mica powder. That's from the range in the UK. It's Art Studio. A good arrangement of colours in there. And I'm just going to use an old makeup brush. It's a fluffy end one. Just to dust very lightly onto that paste, just to give it a shimmer. Hope you can see the shimmer there. I'm just cleaning my mat. So I've already stamped these penguins, but there's one that I've not coloured, and I was going to show you how I've done it. I've heat embossed it, so I've stamped all my image and the sentiment out with the Nocturne VersaFine clear ink, and I've put clear embossing powder onto it and heat set it. So just picking up some alcohol markers, I'm starting to colour that third penguin. The card size we're going to make today, the base is 6 by 6. I'm going to put a black mat on it, and that's going to be 5.5 by 5.5, and the topper is going to be 5.25 by 5.25. Thank you for the new subscribers. Keep subscribing, it's free. I'm answering all your messages, and I'm really loving the interaction with you. I hope you're trying my tutorials. If you haven't got these penguins, have a look what characters you've got in your collection. You might have bears or, you know, another fun element just to do it. And if you haven't got these splatters to make the dies, the apertures, you can do it with circles, you can do it with ovals. You don't have to do the same as I'm doing. I'm just giving you an idea of what you can create. I always put my darker colour on first and then blend in with the lighter shade. I will be taking a break next week from YouTube. I won't have forgotten you, but I'm not going to be available to do any tutorials at all from the 9th, just for a week. So please bear with me in that time and have a look in my back catalogue, have a play. But I'm sure you're busy with other things, getting ready for Christmas, and perhaps you're baking. You might have already finished this year's Christmas cards as well. Been very organised. So I'm doing some elements with a white Posca pen. For anyone that doesn't know, Posca is an acrylic paint pen brand, and it comes in various colours, well, loads of colours, and I'm just using the white one just to put elements onto that penguin. And it does dry quickly as well, the Posca. So with that pen again, I'm going to just do some elements onto the other two penguins. So with these penguins, I'm going to fussy cut with my round edge scissors, which personally I do find that the round edge scissors do help you with fussy cutting. Of course, if you didn't want to do the edge like I'm doing here, you can leave a tiny white border around it as well. And I will show you another little trick when I've cut this penguin out. So perhaps you've not cut your penguin or your image and you can still see some white lines. I'm just going round this image with a black marker and it just completes it. So I've heat embossed this sentiment already and I do want to cut it out with the die, but I haven't got one. Just giving that a dust off, see if it's dry enough. Oh, you can see that shimmer there. So I'm going to choose a die, but it's not the right size. I'm going to tape the top down with some low tack tape and I'm going to do a partial die cut. So I'm only going to do that crank over the first little bit. I cut these ends off, turn the die to the other side, line those little notches up because it is a stitch die, so line the stitched up and just cut through again just a little way, and then you've got the perfect size for your stamped sentiment. So if you didn't know how to do that already, have a go at that. It's brilliant. So getting my black mat, and my base, just seeing which position I want these penguins to be in. And I want to just elevate them a little bit so that they're poking out of those breaks in that ice. Gluing that down. Being mindful though that I don't press too much because I need to tuck the penguin's feet in. So putting some foam pads on the back. raising that sentiment on some foam tape as well. Now, I know this is a bit unorthodox, but I didn't like that penguin's foot hanging out of there, so I've just cut it off. And then it's ready to glue onto the base. So I hope you've liked this fun Christmas card. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tap that notification bell and it'll notify you when I put a new video on. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon.